This conference will now be recorded.
Good afternoon. This is Jack from Charting the Markets, and this is an intraday webinar for the afternoon of Tuesday, the 17th of September. My disclaimer, I do this for educational purposes only. I'm here to share my technical analysis with you. I hope you can take some of what I'm doing and learn from it, transfer it to your own chance. I'm not here to issue trading signals. Right. So apologies for not doing a pre-market video today. I was unavoidably detained. So I'm doing an intraday video today, and it's back to back to normal tomorrow. Okay, so what's happened here? Well, I was looking for some retracement before we retested the all-time high. Now, we haven't retested the all-time high on ES. We have made it back to this prior high, just about, but we have retested the all-time high on SPX, and that was the big unfinished business that I was looking at. Now, it does look as though this might be triggering some retracement here. We don't have a 60-minute sell signal on ES. The NQ one that we had yesterday morning has made target. We've got a lovely little level top there. We've got on RTY, we've still got a 60-minute sell signal. On YM, we've actually got a new 60-minute sell signal that has fixed. So I'm thinking that we're probably looking at the beginning of the retracement. But of course, we've now finished the unfinished business above. There could be a larger fail here. In terms of the DAX chart, no current divergence has made the double bottom target. ESTX, no divergence, kind of looks overall like a bear flag from the lows. We will see how it goes. How are we looking for potential other bear flags from the lows? RTY isn't a bear flag. Looks as though it's looking for a retest, but at the moment is falling a little short. We'll see how that goes. YM, we've actually retested the all-time high here, as well as on SPX. So the scenario I was laying out last week is now complete. We have retested the highs on both, and that was the unfinished business, and that was the move that I was looking for. Obviously, it's possible we're going to be looking at a fail soon, and I'll be watching that pretty carefully. On NQ, didn't see a huge rally, wasn't really expecting to see a high retest or anything. And on ES, we haven't retested, but on SPX, we have. Just to mention in the very short term, this is a 5-minute buy signal which is trying to fix. And this is a potential double bottom. And this, on a sustained breakup over 56.40, would have a target in about the 54.62 area. So we could well be looking at LOD here and a return back to retest this high. That's not going to give us much 60-minute negative divergence, but might give us some on other time frames. Let's have a look at the SPX chart. All right. Looking at ES, we've got no current divergence, nor are we close to getting any. We'll go up a little higher today, depending on where we close, but that's still not going to get us an RSI 5 sell signal. We are not close to one of those at all. Looking at the daily chart on SPX, the same. In terms of the high today, was at 56.70.81, and you can see the previous all-time high was at 56.69.67. So we've made a new high by handle. Would it be usual to fail as exactly as that? Not usually, but I've seen it before. But this is what I was looking for. I was looking for the retest of this high to make the second high of a double top. If we look at Dow, which has gone a bit higher, we've still got a very nice looking potential nested double top here. So if we are going to see a retracement into October, which is what I was talking about the possibility of doing, this wouldn't be a bad topping setup to do that from. Not bad at all. Let's have a look at NDX. On NDX, we've got break back over the daily middle band. Hasn't really seen more than that. Possible triangle forming, but at this stage it would only be tentative. Let's just have a look at the 15-minute signals and 5-minute signals that I was talking about yesterday morning. 5-minute sell signal on SPX has made target. We've now got a possible 5-minute buy signal brewing, and it looks as though that may well fix soon and possibly take us back up into a retest of this high. Have we reached a possible head and shoulder neckline? Possibly, but not convincingly, no. On the 15-minute chart, we had an RSI 14 sell signal. That hasn't made the target yet. I think we also had one on NDX. Let's just have a quick look. No, that had already made target. So nothing really brewing in terms of today. Looking at the Dow chart, so just checking the 5 minutes as well. Right, 5 minute sell signal made target. Nothing brewing at the moment. 15-minute sell signal did not make target. Let's have a look at the others. IWM. IWM, we've got right, on the 5 minute, we had a sell signal that made target. No current positive divergence. So really, we've only got the SPX in terms of the short term. But that is a nice looking double bottom and a nice looking 5 minute sell signal that is, 5 minute buy signal, which is trying to fix. We had a sell signal fix on the IWM 15 minute. That hasn't made target yet. We will see. I was thinking we might retest this high, but it's not. There's no real pressure for it. I'm not seeing any unfinished business here to the upside. SPX was it, and I was expecting the retest of the high on Dow. That minimum has already been completed. So really, I'm thinking if we're going to CFL, then we're likely topping out for that now. So we shall see. It's got issues on crypto, so I'm going to be doing the crypto look next, so we shall see. All right, great. Let's have a look at the US dollar chart. DX. We've held this trend line here that I drew. I am wondering if we might be forming an ascending triangle here, in which case the obvious next target would be another test of the 101.5 area. ZB, I was expecting to see a retest of this high. We have seen that. And this is a nice looking potential level top. I'm quite liking the downside here, although this double top would only get us back up down into about the 124.10 area. On CL, I mentioned that we still had a daily RSI 5 buy signal fix. Those tend to be good buy signals, and certainly this one is delivering so far. What am I seeing as the obvious resistance here? Well, we've got a potential inverse head and shoulders here, which is broken up. I haven't drawn it in. I might draw it in tonight, but this would be the neckline for it. And it's got a target slightly over the monthly pivot. I think the obvious next target is the monthly pivot. So hang on a second. I'm just going to draw that in quickly. That would be, well, they've got a couple of inverted head and shoulders options here. This would definitely be the best one. That's the one I would be running with. And I think I am regarding it as a double bottom. It's backed up by a daily buy signal. And I'm thinking the monthly pivot is the obvious next target. I was suggesting that was a real possibility yesterday. I've not seen anything in the day since to suggest that I was mistaken there. All right, let's have a look at NG. NG, we've got a weak 60-minute sell signal that's fixed. We're pulling back from the higher high here. This could be an overall flag. Does it have a nice resistance trend line? Not really, no. So this could be a flag. The obvious target, if we were to be making a flag channel, would actually be slightly higher than this, in about the 2.47 area. And I'm not reading too much into this, but I'm watching with interest. GC, we went to higher highs here. We had a 60-minute sell signal, and that's reached the possible near miss target. SI, looks like a bull flag forming after making the double bottom target. We haven't quite made target on the 60-minute sell signal there. On HG, we have a marginal higher high here. That definitely isn't the second high of a double top. So don't really have an overall pattern here, keeping it in mind. Okay, let's have a look at skip the currencies, as they're really just saying what DX is saying to us here, really, except that more bull flags have now broken up. UUSD, we have broken up from the flag here. We've broken up from what might be a flag here on GBP. USD we didn't quite lose the buy signal there, and that is now made target. It's rallying a bit with the US dollar, but bigger picture is likely going down. USD CAD trying to retest this high. Don't have any strong feelings about it. Australian dollar has broken up from the flag, and NZ has broken up slightly from the flag and is finding resistance at the annual pivot at the moment. KC is consolidating, looks like a bull flag forming at the moment. Nothing really to say this is topping out. SB, but when we do get back into the retest of this high, we may have a daily RSI 5 sell signal break. SB broke up from the flag and has retested this high as expected, not showing any signs of turning at the moment. CC is still consolidating and making a decision. Ideally, I'd like to see this head up and retest this high here in about the 82.20 area. On CT, new high over this high here. I was saying that might well be the case. That will please the RSI 14 buy signal we've got on the daily chart. Don't really have anything beyond that, except that obviously we're hitting a couple of resistance levels here. I think this is the annual pivot. It's ZW. ZW, we've got slight move up. If we see a breakdown below the 562 area, the 560 area, then this IHS would have failed and would be resolving down. Keeping an open mind on corn too, with a lean to the upside, and the same with soy. Although we do have a head and shoulders that's broken down here, and that hasn't been invalidated yet. Although it came very, very close here. We will see. Okay, lumber. We're still in the inflection point. It was looking promising for a breakdown yesterday. It's now looking as though we might reject back up to the highs instead. The dividing line is this right shoulder high here in the 528 area. Break over that, the head and shoulders has failed. We've got a target back at the high. Lean hogs is trying to break up from a double bottom here. I haven't marked it in, but I've got a target up here in about the 186 area. Lean hogs has retested the high, or at least is pretty close to that. So I expect to see that high retest, possible second high of a double top. All right, great. Just to recap on ES. ES, nothing particularly convincing saying that this is topped right here, but the important thing to remember is we have now made the target here in terms of the Dow, in terms of the SPX. We've now made the minimum target, the retest of the all-time high on both. That was the unfinished business that I was talking about, and that was the obvious target. Am I thinking this looks like a sustainable move up? No, we're going to see a sizable retracement soon, I think. And we could well be that we're topping out for a month, 6 weeks, probably into an October low, I'd be thinking, for a very sharp retracement that was larger than the last one. So we will see how it goes. We could just continue up from here, but I would be somewhat surprised. September, I have to say, also has a bit of a grim history. The presidential election September. So the lean is definitely down, and we've now got a beautiful topping set up. So be aware of that. All right, great. In that case, I think that's a wrap, and I will have everything posted as soon as possible. I'll be back at the normal time tomorrow. All right, cheers. Bye.